One.
Oh, I better
Go. Ooh, what timing. Hey, Flashy.
Hey, Flash.
Good morning, one and all. Today's roundtable is whatever questions that you may have. We can start off with the Nasara Jasara if you would like, Nadia, because as I understand, there are still a few that do not know anything about that.
Yeah, I mean, well, something came across today, and it was a blessing because
I mean, well,
oh,
something
shoot.
came across today.
Echo,
Wow.
echo,
Echo.
echo.
Something came across today when we did a beautiful prayer last night, and we wanted to know what timeline we were on. And I think 2 days before we jumped a different timeline, and I'm happy to say that the energy has changed again, and I'm hoping we're on a good timeline. Let me turn this off. I think it's probably distracting or can cause epilepsy. So,
Oh, thank you.
so I want to come across and say what I screenshot this morning. And then it came to my mind that there are still people that do not understand what Nasara or Jasara is and what it stands for. So I'm giving information that I heard or I've studied. It also could be wrong because none of us know what is the correct information. I mean, we're all getting the kicking the can, and things change as we go along. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out to my wonderful mother and father. Today is their anniversary.
Happy anniversary!
Going, and I'm trying to get festive before the holiday because we don't know when we're going to continue to have the show if this thing comes out before Christmas.
Good morning,
Hi.
my sleepy child.
Hi. How are you guys?
We are good.
Yeah, how are
Not quite
you?
over it yet, are you?
I'm death warmed over.
Wow, and they passed you?
Don't they always? I can't get past that Ring doorbell to save my life.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad that you're here.
I'm
Thank
here.
Well,
We're doing the whatever, but right now we're going through the Nasara Jasara bit.
well, I got something today, Jen, on Telegram on Julian Assange.
Yeah.
So I want to go over what he spoke about.
Okay.
And then I noticed that a lot of people are still not sure what Nasara or Jasara is.
Okay.
And also, you told us about Basel 3 compliant, and now they're talking about Basel 4 compliant.
Mhm.
So, all this, you guys have to understand, it is frustrating, but this is all new. We are doing this fresh. Nobody's ever done this before. So,
and then the situation is fluid, and it will continue to be fluid for quite a while.
yes.
It's a slow upgrade, so to speak.
Yeah, so things will change, and that's why the people get frustrated because we're like, wait a minute, wasn't it Basel 3 before? So here, I'm going to read. This is from Julian Assange that I saw this morning, just to let you guys know. And Jen, if you heard anything other than this, because we don't even know if this is true. So if you hear anything other than this, please correct me.
Okay.
Okay, it says, first of all, I'm reading, something said open Telegram, and I did, and I saw this, and it said, have 2 photo IDs to present at the exchange.
Yep.
Now, guys, one can be a driver's license or a passport. Can another one be a Costco card with your picture on it? But they have to both be picture IDs, correct?
Yeah. Now, it's also been said not everybody has 2 pictures. Like my Sam's ID doesn't have a picture. It's just got my name on it. But as long as you can prove, even a social security card and birth certificate are okay, but you need to have 1 picture ID at least.
Or a bill that says your name and address. Could you
something? You just have to have. They want to see that it's really you.
Yeah. So maybe even like the bill of a currency that had your name, your address, and your driver's. That's
Or if
right.
you're a college student and you have an ID, the VA, the veteran ID, that those will work for vets. So anything like that will work.
Yeah.
Retired military IDs also.
Okay.
The what?
Retired military IDs also have
Yeah.
photos.
Yes. I'm going to look for my old high school ID. This is what I'm going to look like.
Well, they have to be within the last 5 years, so you need
Oh.
to. Yeah, they just want extra verification that it's you. So
Yeah. So also, if you're worried about it, maybe check with your DMV and see how much an ID would cost. Now in Illinois, I believe it's $5 and they give it to you instantly. But what I'm hearing from other states is they mail it to you. So I'm not sure. Check with your DMV.
yeah, well, here in the Tookie, they print it off just a black and white piece of paper. It's your actual ID, but it says temporary, and then they mail the actual card to you within a couple of weeks.
Oh, so just go for the regular stuff, guys. Your name, your address, a photo, Costco card. Anything that has a photo and a name with it.
Yeah.
She has an expired Costco DL driver's license. As long as it says 2018. I think that's okay, right, Jen? That's Moon.
It should be. If you've got medical insurance that's got your name on it, it's really the higher up, like federal level stuff, is even better because they've had to verify who you are for whatever that is.
Okay. All right. Well, number 2, count, organize, and have copies of your currency and or ZIM.
Mm.
Now, I mentioned this. I was talking today to someone, and I mentioned that, if I got, I don't know, 10 Iraqi dinars, I'm going to put it where the serial numbers are exposed, and that way I can have it for my records too. So
Well, you should photocopy everything.
Yeah, and the receipt.
Yeah.
If you have it, or if it's gifted or whatever. But like it was funny, actually. I pulled all of that out today, and then I opened my iPad, and this is what I found, and I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Spirit. So it was really nice.
Now when it comes to Zim bonds, know how much you have altogether, especially if they're different denominations. But start with your highest and then work your way down.
Okay. So yeah, have it in order. They want it organized.
Now don't tell people when you call that 1-800 number. Do not. You can tell them the type that you have, but don't tell them how much you have.
Okay. So it says write down a password that you can use to identify your personal quantum account, but it doesn't tell. It doesn't give you specifics like how long, upper class, So just put a couple.
I have a couple of ideas, but they'll give you the details if it has to have certain characters and upper and lower case and all that. They'll figure that out there. Just throw a few ideas down.
Okay.
I am what I am.
There you go.
Oh, those are actually symbols, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, guys, everybody write down Dennis's password. Here we go. Okay. If you want to immediately purchase a large item such as a home, have specific information written down for proof of fund letter. So I probably would say I would write down, I am looking for property, basically amount about this much, and I'm willing to spend up to this much. You don't want to go exact. You want to go more than what you're looking for.
How many pages were we talking about?
What is it?
How many pages were we talking about?
Well, I'm not there yet. Don't jump the gun.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to do all this. Is this?
Well, if you're looking for a house,
4 pages of one item, and then you got to move on to writing something for something else, or what?
I think I'm not sure, and I hope Jen can confirm. But I think like when you're presenting your project, it's somebody, and when you're looking for how much you want, is somebody else. I don't think they're the same person. Is that correct?
Well, your wealth management teams, most people are going to want to buy homes or a new car or something. So we're talking about large purchases.
Yeah.
Have an idea, ballpark figure, lowest amount versus highest amount, because a lot of these homes or banks, realtors, they won't even deal with you until you have proof of income, not a job. They want proof that you have enough money in the bank to do it. So it's a letter of authenticity from, a higher up. And you present it to a realtor because there's a lot of them. You show this that you have that kind of money. Like if you want a big piece of property that's multiple acres and it's $1 million, they're going to want to know that you can afford that, or they're not going to waste their time showing you anything.
Real estate agents, yes.
Right.
So, but if you do that, would you? I would probably consider putting it in a trust for
Yeah,
house.
everything that you will do should be in a trust.
Yeah, instead of you going to a real estate agent and saying, "Here's my name, here's my information," I would say don't even show them that you're approved for that much. Put it in a trust name, right?
Well, you'll do your trust before you start shopping anything.
Yeah.
And so each account that you have, your QFS is one thing, but you'll be able to put money in your other bank accounts up to a certain amount because you want to make sure that it doesn't. The FDIC is only approved for 250,000. Exactly. So you may have to open up a few more bank accounts and just keep putting money in there. But they really just want to see that you never want to give a realtor or anyone your balance of your QFS account.
Yes. Okay. If humanitarian project, if you have one. Yeah, and not everybody has to have one, if you have an idea, our group here, we're all a family, we'll help out. But it says have 2 copies of 3 to 4 page write-up of your project, one to give them and one to keep. So it's 3 or 4 pages, including the letter sheet.
It's
project.
Like
what?
One project. 3
one
or 4
project.
For one project. Or if you just want to take your money and leave, you can. You'll get a lower rate. Or you can say, I don't really want to do a project, but I want to donate. You'll be able to do that. But the pages is you need a cover sheet, like with the name of your project on it, who you are, your address, your just basic information. And then you're going to want possibly location. Do you want to do it locally, state level, national, or global? And I highly recommend you start small until you figure out, really get your feet off the ground. And then you kind of want to just explain, and you'll be able to do a verbal presentation for a few minutes just to say what you want, because a lot of us, I don't know, we're going to need contractors and architects and things like that. We don't really know how much that stuff's going to cost, ballpark it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also that they're giving you enough for just 90 days.
Well, yeah, you just need to know how much you need in the first 90 days. And if you're like most of us, it's like, I need enough money to at least purchase the property.
Exactly. And exactly. Or deposit on an architect or whatever. So, I mean, this is not to stress us out. It's just to make sure you have enough information to be.
It's too late.
I do want to address Skip. If you, for your, like a concealed weapons permit or something, to carry a weapon, yes, that does count for an ID.
Nice.
I am a weapon.
I know. I have.
We know, Andy. We know.
I'm gaseous.
Explosive weapon. All right. Okay. So be prepared to give a short summary and a 5 to 8 minute presentation of your project. I just want to get a gist of what's going on in your mind. Now, this is the part that I don't know. Know how long your projects will last, 20, 50, 100 years, in order to determine your payout. So,
right. So that's just, is this a short-term goal or is this for humanity for the rest of forever?
Yes.
You know, you want your project to benefit humanity for as long as it possibly can. Now, if it's a temporary thing and you just want to do a pop-up store or something like that, and it's seasonal, then you want to emphasize that. But most of the things, especially if you're going to do like sharecropping, things of raising food, that's a lifetime. That's a lifestyle, and that's something you want to pass down generation to generation.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm hoping that any project that I do will be self-sustainable. So when
Yeah.
I'm not around, that project will still work on its own.
Yeah. And you don't need to worry about exact amounts of money, how much you're going to have to pay employees, because you don't know. You'll be able to pay yourself out of that. You'll be able to pay employees. That's what humanitarian money is for.
Yeah.
But you don't have to give an exact salary. You don't have to know hardly any of this stuff. Just have a dream. Just come up with something, have a dream, type it up, and present it and say, this is my dream. This is what I really, really want. I don't have any idea what I'm doing and I need help.
Exactly. Yeah.
They will be able to, point you in the right direction. They'll say, okay, let's just start here. And then there's some people that are going to know every little detail of what they want and when they want to do it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second one is know how many people it can employ. You can give a rough draft, or you could say this is the preliminary.
Most of the stuff you can ballpark, just ballpark.
Yeah, and then know how much money you will need for the 90 days of your first 90 days. So over here, this is what confuses me. The first 90 days, are we ready to start our project, or was the first 90 days for us to get ourselves prepared?
Well, you're going to take some time for yourself, obviously, but within that 90 days, you can go ahead and start looking at properties. You can, put the word out if you haven't already, because that's okay too. But hopefully by the end of that first 90 days, you'll be able to put a shovel in the ground and turn some soil. So you can have an idea of where you want to do this. It's okay to, if you're really excited, like a lot of us are, you've already started looking, or you're constantly on the hunt for property and looking up construction companies in your area, things like that. So yeah, by the end of the 90 days, after you've had your break, by the time you're ready to leave your NDA, you'll be able to pick up the phone and start making calls, and you're not limited so much with the NDA of how much you can tell the contractor.
Yeah. Well, also now, since we're going to go into Nasara Jasara and debt forgiveness, do you want to write down a proposal for the first 90 days that you want to pay off your house, or is that going to be something separate?
That is your personal. You can write it up if you want to, because some of this money is for you to take care of what you want to do for yourself. They want you to do that. I haven't been told that you have to present a number.
Okay.
I think your basic, you should be able to walk out with 1%, at least the first day. Have an idea of what you want to do in the first 90 days personally, and to get you started with, but separate the two.
Yes.
Like, I want to buy a home and it's $200,000 or something, and plus land, but my project is 1.5 million within the first 90 days. Whatever it is, just have an idea, but keep them separate. They'll be able to math. They can put it together.
You may want to also include buying a little laptop that has a spreadsheet, so you can separate your personal finance.
But the QFS system is there's certain technology that it will be on, because if not, you get hacked just like any other computer. So
yeah,
they'll walk us through that process. But I'm all about pen and paper. Just write it down in an old notebook.
Me too. All right. And that's all he wrote. And he wrote also, guess who is back? Yes, that's right. Steve Bannon is here and already posting. So, that's the only thing that was written on this message.
Now, I've received information as far as the birth certificate and social security number stuff that you're not getting money for that. What they're going to do is write you a big fat check, and it's all going to be lumped together for back taxes.
Okay.
And they're just going to put everything in one category. There's 3 sets of people up to, I don't know, the younger generation's paid out over 3 years, and then mine and Lee's is it's up to 49. It's 2 years.
Yeah.
And then if you're 60 or older, you'll get one big lump sum. But they are not going to break down, here's money for your birth certificate. If they did that, there would be no money left. Oh, mine was sold 43,000 times and they got so many million. They cannot do that. So what they're going to do is lump it all back. Anything that you ever paid as far as a tax goes, property tax, personal income tax, any of that stuff, they're just going to give you a check.
So
and
nothing.
I don't recommend you argue with them because they don't have to do that.
Exactly. Yeah. Now there's also, I've heard of Saint Germain's funds. Is that part of
There's multiple funds, and they're going to work with you to figure out which funds are going to cover what.
Oh, so not everybody gets it.
No. There's a lot of people on this planet that aren't getting one single red dime.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because this is what I heard. There was this, I wanted to verify this person, Princess Elizabeth, was going to be coronated as Queen Elizabeth. But before she cannot hand out any money to anybody until she gets coronated. Did you hear anything about that?
No, it's to my understanding, no more monarchs.
And so they're using the 1% from Saint Germain. Each person gets 1% every 20 days. So I just wanted to.
You have to understand the reality of this. If everybody thinks they're going to wake up and they're going to be an instant millionaire, it's ridiculous. No one would ever work again. They wouldn't do anything. So there's going to be requirements. No, sorry, Michael. There's certain requirements that you will have to fulfill. I mean, I'm going to use this term, and I'm not trying to be hateful, but I know of one, and they're called welfare queens.
Yeah.
And no, you don't get to just have money so mama can go get her nails done. It's not going to happen. So this is supposed to help the poor. So you don't have to use food stamps and you don't have to use these things. The welfare system is not disappearing. It's just, it's going to be absorbed into the church and the humanitarian projects. So, but you have to earn it. You have to agree to work depending upon your age brackets.
Yeah, I heard like 30 and up to 44. Like you have to do like at least 15 years. I think it goes by.
And it also has to do with how much you've paid into the tax system. If you have worked your hiney off since you were 13 years old, like I have, then yeah. Or if you're self-employed and you've got a humanitarian, that is your work.
Yeah.
That is your work. But every day we're talking about society. We're not talking about tier 4B. We're talking about society, everyday people. They are not getting these big lump sums. Will they income tax go away? Yes. No taxes on tips. He's been dropping these little hints of what's going to happen. So you have more at the end of your paycheck. But for every person out there in society to get these massive amounts of money, it's not going to happen.
Okay. So I also wanted to talk about how Nasara and Jasara came to be, because a lot of people still, it's new to them. They don't even understand that there is a thing called Nasara Jasara.
Right. Well, there's some great videos out there that actually explain it, but you have to use your discernment to see if it seems right, because you've got one that the farmers started.
Yeah.
And then you have one that the cabal is absolutely just buried. And it goes into more spiritual stuff and Saint Germain and way back. Talk about Jekyll Island and before the Federal Reserve was created, and it's a long story. So there's a couple of different versions that you can look at of where it started, but the Farmers is the one that I follow.
Okay, so I have this sheet that I copied when we first did our first Zoom meeting, Jen, about this. So I'd like to go on and explain some of them so they understand what NESARA is.
Yeah.
And NESARA is for global, anything but, is it United States or North America?
NESARA is for the continental U.S., but and that's Hawaii and Alaska and the lower 48. Now,
Not Canada.
No, Canada's going to be different. And actually, I found out that Canada will not be receiving 1-800 numbers. They will be doing a different system.
Oh, interesting.
So this is, like I said, this is a fluid situation, and it's in order to accommodate certain territories. Like we're doing state by state, and they're going to be doing their cities and territories. And I forget the term. Sorry, my Canada people, but it's going to be different, but NESARA is the 50 states of the United States plus their territories.
Okay. Well, it's NESARA. Their idea was, and it was supposed to be done during the Bush administration during 9/11, and that's how they put it off and had it buried underground again, basically. But it was forgiveness of credit card, mortgage, and other bank debts due to illegal banking and government activities. Abolishes income tax. Abolishes IRS flat rate, non-essential new items. Increases benefits. Oh, now it's telling what it's going to give. Increases benefits to senior citizens. I mean, for years, senior citizens have really been struggling.
Yes.
I mean, they don't get paid enough, and not just in our country. I mean, even in Brazil, when I went there, the senior citizens, they actually were collecting like cans to sell just to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would increase benefits for senior. Return the constitutional laws. Establish new presidential and congressional elections, but we don't even know if there's going to still be any more elections after this. I'm not
There
sure.
will be. It's just going to be in the quantum system. You're not going to be voting for as much. There's too much crap right now. The government's too big.
Okay. Monitor elections and prevent illegal elections. Create a new U.S. Treasury currency backed by gold, silver, platinum, precious metals. I think also diamonds, because Africa,
anything that's it could be emeralds and rubies. Anything that's precious of Gaia is what it has to be backed by.
Eliminates Federal Reserve System. Restores financial privacy. Restrains all judges and attorneys in constitutional law. Ceases all aggressive U.S. government military actions worldwide.
The court system that was actually abolished here not too long ago. It was written into law. Because the Bar Association is British. We're still under British rule, and it's been that way. So if you are a judge or a lawyer or a paralegal or anything, just throw it all out the window. Even our law enforcement, throw it out the window, because you're not under the sovereignty of the United States for America. So they have to go back to the 1871.
1865, probably.
Lincoln. He was the last president when it was actually the proper constitution. So anything that has been happening since then is gone.
But does that mean that a person can do illegal acts because there's still
law. There's still law. There's the law of the land. And I don't want to use the big words common sense.
Yes. Well, I just want to, it's not that I'm going to do, I just want to make sure somebody doesn't go speeding 100 miles an hour and says,
Those basic laws, those basic laws are going to stay in. This is a slow process because you can't just re-educate everyone right off the bat. This is going to take years to do.
Mhm.
So you're still going to have speed limits, even though I personally think they're just suggestions. And
It has a question mark after.
yeah, they can't just eliminate all of our Leos, our law enforcement officers.
Yeah.
They have, it's a re-education. So, and all the lawyers, you're entitled to every living woman and man. The only reason you need a lawyer is because they're declaring that you're dead under a corpsoration. You can defend yourself.
Yeah. And last one is enable the release of new technologies such as alternative energy devices
Yeah.
and others.
Yeah, and like I said, it's also a slow process as well.
Yeah.
All these things are going to, that's just an overall general squeezing it all in one great big list. And it's going to take a long time to roll out, but it will.
Okay. I hope that helps.
We can move on into questions. I'm surprised that took 30 minutes.
I talk slow.
Yeah, you just talk.
It's my job.
You want to check your coffee page there, Jen? And I'll check
I
mine.
do. I need to refresh it.
Did anybody leave a question on your phone?
No. I just picked my phone up. I haven't done anything.
Wow.
I don't, because I can't, because my head has been hurting so bad and I don't want to be around electronics. I have literally been in bed for a week.
Wow.
And this is what, and I asked Wings and I said, why now? I mean, it's going to be Christmas and I'm going to have the littles next week. And they said, this is what happens when you push yourself to the limit and don't know when to stop. We will stop it for you.
Oh my.
Well, I've had chronic fatigue and it is very difficult.
It is. I mean, I have been miserable. And it was the no strength. It's the no strength that I can't deal with. I need to be able to at least, head colds, you can pretty much get up and still function. Not when your legs are shaking because you just have no energy at all.
You got anything?
No, I don't, honey.
Okay.
I have a
I have
Vippy.
a few.
I have a Vippy.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, I want you to ask your Vippy upside down then.
Oh, I did.
Stand on your head.
You guys really want to see me going
Stand on your head and ask you a question.
All right. Were we in a, let's say 2 days ago, have we been in a negative timeline which caused us to reflect deep on issues that we shadow reflection, let's say like that?
It's actually the position where we're at going in this photon belt.
So it's shaking off anything that needs to be shaken off still?
Yeah.
Because I feel today is very nice. The energy is really nice, but the last 2 days, not so nice.
It was like you had been talking to me all that much in the last 2 days.
That's what it was. I didn't understand what was his tears all about.
Okay.
All right, let's go into the coffee page. I have Marcy and Hunex. Marcy's questions are: number one, are some dreams actual memories?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Done. Next.
Are visions that I see memories?
They can be.
Or multi-universe, like you jumped into another time of you.
Yeah. They can be memories, not only in this lifetime that you really don't remember, or they could be a different lifetime, or they could be your higher self in a different dimension.
Yeah, I got yes on both also.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Next, Hunex. Can you tell me how my grandson Jordan died?
Linux?
Hunax. Hunaxe.
How did her grandson George? Was it in his own hands? Did somebody else do this to him?
Yeah, I'm getting violently.
Yeah, but I don't think he did it. It was somebody else that did it. Is it somebody? Was it somebody he knew?
Pendulum spelled out the word murder.
Yeah, that's what I just got to.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question from Hunax is: was his wife and her male friend involved in his death?
Say that one more time.
Was his wife and her male friend involved in his death? And I am getting a strong yes.
Very strong yes.
No, he did not take his own life.
No, he did not.
Very strong yes. It's almost like they trapped him. So this is premeditated. This was a situation that was set up and planned. It wasn't they were just all of a sudden got in a fight at the last minute. This was premeditated.
That's why I was saying insurance, maybe.
Yeah, I'm getting life insurance.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for the coffees, I think. Let me refresh. I didn't do that. Okay, we're good. Start for now. Skipper, how about a pistol permit in those states that require a permit?
Yeah,
Well,
for your ID.
Yeah.
You can take that.
Mm-hmm. Not the pistol, maybe just the permit.
Yeah, please don't go armed because our military will say, "Excuse me, thank you for your service, sir, but you cannot have that in here."
Fine, I'll leave my bow and arrow at home.
Yeah. Do you know how many times Lee and I have done business at a bank or a courthouse, and we start walking towards the front doors, and we both go, crap, and we have to turn around and unload everything that we're carrying and put it back in the car.
And hide it.
So you get a slingshot, it works.
Colleen, will they be giving us a quantum computer and phone?
Eventually. I don't know the dates on that. I think it's once we really get started with humanitarian in order for us to be able to track our own money and move money around. We'll have the quantum phone and a laptop. But I don't know the date. But yes, we will be getting those because they can't be hacked. Starlink, Elon's putting them out, so I don't know.
But I'm wondering if they're going to have like classes for us to go and learn this stuff.
Yes.
Probably going to have a bunch of us going at the same time.
That's part of your education process with your wealth management team. And then eventually they'll branch out and do even more than that, like how you vote and all these personal things that can't be and should not be hacked. You will be taught how to do that. So then that's going to be separate from your probably the Microsoft on your desk or, whatever. Mm-hmm. Do your normal everyday Googling and all that with your regular computer and just leave your quantum items for your quantum business. So don't be going downloading movies on your quantum laptop.
Oh, man. Yusra, what does spirits want me to know? Be patient. Still have 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got the new word for next year, by the way.
Oh.
Be more patient.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
didn't learn it this time, they're gonna just slow it down even more.
Yeah, I was going to say. Then
Next
slow
year
it
we
down.
may be kicking 50-gallon drums down the road.
That'll make some noise. Just bear with me. No, I'm getting you need to love yourself more. There's a lot of love that you need to work on. But
I haven't picked up any divination for a week, and I just picked up the tarot, and Spirit goes, "Well, hello."
I was just gonna say it spells out welcome back.
Well, hello. Okay.
With the picture
Okay.
of
You
Robin
three,
Williams.
you're juggling a little bit too much here. You have two
Yep.
twos. Okay. You're trying to not only money and time. You're always worried about where it's going to go. Am I going to have enough money? Do I have enough time to get this done? Spirit wants you to relax a little bit. You're always focused. This is in the past. You've been heartbroken by making plans and then they get stepped on or crushed. And you may have too many irons in the fire, so to speak, but you're going to have a great, you need to focus on what's coming new home, family life, celebration, new everything. So try not to worry so much. And if you pay attention to your spirit guides or off-worlders or whoever you listen to, the divine wants you to know worrying does no good. So just keep the faith, love.
Yep.
All right. Katrina, can you put some humanitarian money aside to grow more money for humanitarian, say gold or silver?
Your
Invest it?
personal money you can. The
Mhm.
portion that's given to you, you can, but don't take what's for your projects and invest it. But whatever your portion is or your percentage of your bonds, you take that and invest it into whatever you want to, love.
Also currency.
Or currency, yes.
That is your money.
Charlene, when I originally purchased foreign currency, I knew what I was going to do with those funds. I am no longer sure of the program that I had planned to fund. Do you see me going with my first plan?
Now, are you wanting to use your currency for humanitarian or are you wanting bonds? Because there's a difference. The bonds are for humanitarian. Your foreign currencies for you personally, they can't touch that. Now, you can do whatever you want with your money. If you want to take your currency and spend it on that, you can. If you don't have any bonds, the Zim, but you want to do a project, you've got all of us that'll help. You can be added to the list and it could be funded for you.
Can you feed me?
And then you pocket the money for your currency. But let's see if you're going to be doing what you want.
Believe it or not, you may still bump into people in our chat, in our group, that have the same idea of your plan.
Okay. I think you're going to change your mind.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. Not the first one.
The death card comes in here. Yeah, this is almost that you're worried about theft. The Seven of Swords, that's a thief and liar card that someone might take from you, take advantage of you.
Mhm.
The King of Pentacles is in reverse, so that's not going to suit you for generations to come. It wouldn't last very long because somebody's going to get their hands on it. So start meditating and think about a new idea. Four of Cups is just try to refocus and think of something else. And the idea will be given to you. The Ace of Swords is a download. And you don't have to stick with just one project. If you want to do multiples, you can. But it looks like there's a little mistrust in the first one that you wanted to do.
JD, how do I know if I hold enough dinar? Should I purchase more?
You can just keep purchasing until they tell you can't purchase it anymore.
Until it goes off the market.
Yeah, until they pull the plug, you keep buying it if you want.
Use your gut. I mean, I this happened to me.
Mine's pretty big too.
That I said I needed to buy a little more, and then once I did, I didn't have that thought anymore. So just buy it until intuition tells you to stop.
I have a big gut.
If you, that's why I have the Buddha belly.
It's weird that a spirit leads me to do different things at different times. It might be silver one month, and it might be dinar the next month. I quit buying Zim. I don't need any more Zim. I'm going to be giving so much of that away, it's not even funny. So as far as currency or precious metals, I think you should keep doing it as long as you're able to until they put a stop to it or the prices get too high. But I'll do a 3-card spread for you. Okay, Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. That means you don't need any more. And the King of Cups comes in and says you have set boundaries you don't need anymore. Okay, 8 of Wands in reverse. That means stop. Because 8 of Wands upright is keep going. Wow. And it's in reverse. Mm-hmm. I don't normally read in reverse, but they said, oh, yes, you will. It's my punishment for being gone too long. Okay.
You're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then once you get that cashed, you can invest in the silver, and if you
you cash in the dinar that you have and turn it into precious metals.
Exactly.
Jules, my SNL is finally in jail. Will BB sent to prison this time?
She's got a stuttering issue.
I don't know who BB is.
It's Netanyahu.
I wasn't aware that she knew Netanyahu.
We hope he's going to be in prison soon. Okay, well, Jules' son-in-law in prison.
Son-in-law.
Yep.
I get yes.
I got it. Yep.
First 2 cards tells you everything, Jules. Justice and the Sun.
There you
go. Let's celebrate.
Yeah. That's the next one. 3 of Cups. Celebrate.
Bring the champagne. Let us know when the party is. We'll be over.
Oh, no. You celebrated too fast there, Michael.
I don't know what this is.
No, you went out and
Why, Father?
Why, Father? Why? Yeah.
Now, she has a question later on about her father, if there's a message from him.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah. Why, Father?
That'll be after this one. Mary, my husband passed 16 years ago on the 16th. Does he have a message for me?
Hey, that's what he said.
Well, my wife passed
amazing
on 2016, so that was interesting.
I'm curious to know, John, if I'm feeling like a lot of family members are basically hovering around during this holiday.
Well, it's not just this holiday, it's this time frame that we're in, because they may not be on the physical plane to enjoy it, but they are watching. You talk about this show going on, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
no matter what density and realm you're in.
If they're
And
in
they are,
the amphitheater,
Amphitheater.
sitting, watching.
yeah, they are.
Yeah. I just feel it. I just feel like there's so many around right now.
Yeah, I keep getting headbutts.
Yeah, like, get out of my way. Oh,
Do it right.
move. Do it right.
You're in my way.
Not me. I don't get that. I get like shoulder pads. Shoulder, like, he's doing really good.
Miss Mary, he's telling you to keep going. That's determination. Okay. You're holding on to way too much. Four of Pentacles is holding on for dear life. And it's memories. Spend time with the kids. All right. This Prince and Princesses, those are pages. And you need a rebirth of stop worrying. You've got way too much worrying. Just go with it. Like, be in the moment and keep going. That's what he wants you to do. And he offers and sends his love.
Enjoy your life and know that he's with you.
Exactly.
Dragonfly.
There you go.
My father passed on December 20th, 2020, and messages for me from him. Are there messages for
Okay.
from him? Yes, get your dog to do tricks.
Interesting how that number equals new beginnings.
He's saying you and your husband both worry way too much. This is a general consensus that anyone that has passed on, because the death card is in the past.
Yeah.
First of all, he's in a great place. The palaces in this deck are about heavenly places. Okay. But this is you and your husband, and worry, 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 worry. You're always thinking of, well, this is the situation and this is what could go wrong.
Yes. There are so many people that think of the opposite.
Yeah.
instead
So
of thinking-
looking into the future, you need to set boundaries of how it upsets you, and you do too many scenarios in your head. Now, yes, we have to live here, and planning and hoping for the best. I get it, because I'm a planner too. And you do options in your head, but not to the point that it gets obsessive, that you're worried about every move. Okay.
Sometimes you have to slow down and enjoy life.
Yeah. And if you don't, they'll give you the flu and make you. And then it's not very enjoyable.
All right, I'm back. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pause the questions for now. Got that. Charlotte, any message for me? Yes, slow down, be patient. Well,
He answered all three. He's done.
that's a general message for everybody.
What you been working on? Well, I think you've been working on your spiritual gifts.
Yeah.
Okay. So remember, she's my shaman healer. This is the past. This is worker bee. You've been working on your gifts. These are divine gifts because there's your creator. I wonder, Miss Charlotte, if this has to do with one of your projects that you're wanting to do, or it's almost like you're thinking of a business opportunity for humanitarian, a healing center of any kind. It could be for animals, but people, it could be about anything. Just curious. But the spirit is encouraging you to keep doing it because you're going to succeed. The door's going to be open for you. You just keep manifesting and doing what you're doing.
Good job.
Slow down. Be patient.
You move too
There's
fast.
Skipper.
Gotta make
I love this one.
them last. It's one forest.
One force one.
Sue, any messages for Sue? And will the pain that she experienced lessen?
Call me Sue.
Call you Sue?
Call me Sue.
A boy named Sue.
How do you do?
Or Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. What do I say?
Answer to the first question is yes.
Mm-hmm.
Your higher self has a lecture for you.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay. So this is your higher self. This is you looking at you. Okay. Looking in the mirror that you're already healed. Okay. Natural remedies is the first thing. But you're convincing yourself that you're not. Yeah. The chariot is overcoming adversity. Yes, you will be. It's a mindset. I know people don't want to hear that. Mind over matter. And don't call me a hypocrite because I asked if I could do the healing or get Nadia to work on me during this flu. And they said, absolutely not, because you'll just get right back up and start working again. So I wasn't allowed to do anything.
That's why I didn't know.
Well, I was going to say that you were sounding much better than when you first got on, but
Yeah.
I could be wrong, you know?
Well, spirit does that. When the more I get involved with spirit, I wasn't allowed to look at cards, use pendulum. I didn't do anything. They made me work off world a lot. And I felt great when I'm in a different density. I felt great. And then they shoved me back in this body. And I'm like, seriously?
And Sue's pain, will it lessen?
Yes, it will.
I get like you keep saying, but this, when I do this, this is what happens. Like you already are putting the pain before it actually happens.
It's an anticipation and manifesting of the negative.
Yeah. I just, that's what I got.
Jules, I feel like my dad is really hanging with me today. Cool, man. Is that accurate?
Is Jules' father near her? I heard yes, and others. There's others with you too.
They're having a party behind your back.
I just want you to go get the beer.
Yeah, I don't think you want to picture him in a cheerleading outfit, but that's what he's doing. Yeah. He's rooting from his place in heaven. He's in a palace. Okay. And Nani is right. He's not the only one. There's multiples around you, but they're doing their cheerleading to keep going, keep on your mission. So I don't think you want to picture your dad in a short skirt and pom-poms, but yeah, cheerleading.
Too late.
Yeah.
That's my eyes.
Angela, how much time do we have to get more Zim and Born money? Well, as long as it's still out there.
It's fluid. As long as it's still on the market, until the public finds out and it hits society, it'll probably still linger. Foreign currency of different types will be on the market continuously for quite a while until the country says no more. Because they can't have so much on the market. They have to only allow what's on the market is what they can back by gold.
Mhm.
So, and then eventually they have to kill it. Zim, once humanitarian money starts being dished out, that's it. Because once the tier 4B, those of us who already have those Zim, that's not going to be offered to the public. If they haven't already gotten it, that's not going to stay on the market and go, you got how much money for that? I'm going to go get me some. It's not going to be there.
Yeah. But cash will, I think Iraqi will probably be done soon. Because they already paid out quite a bit of
they're paying in country right now.
Yeah.
And it looks really, really good. And even in one of their neighbor countries, they're already paying out. There's a lot of people inside Iraq now that have a whole lot more money than they've ever had before. And then, like, the people, they have their own tier 4B in Iraq. It's not like all of the people know about it, but they're looking at their neighbors going, how'd you get all this money? So they're educating them right now of how to do the ones with no zero. They're taking the zeros because they're changing the money as they pay it out. So they're doing really well. And now once that the country is secure, security is everything, then it'll be paid out to everybody else.
But if you want, they still have Vietnamese. They still have Venezuela. I already purchased some Indonesia. So there is other ones to come later.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dragonfly. Yes, Sophia Christ. The reincarnation. Magdalene.
Yeah.
Who is Mary Magdalene?
Magdalene.
Magdalene. Magdalene.
Sophia Christ reincarnated. Mary Magdalene.
Magdalene. I get no.
More to it, but I believe Sophia is, Jen, is it a unity of all divine feminine?
She's high up there, but she's not Magdalene.
No.
She's high up there. Here's your high priestess. She's more of a higher density of an off-worlder. She's a high spirit, but I'm not getting, she's very, very strong, but I'm not getting a definite yes of Magdalene. She holds some of the spirit of Magdalene. That means Magdalene's got some of her energy in her, but it's not Magdalene as a whole.
That's what I mean. I mean, I think she's a combination of all the fractals of every.
Yeah, yeah, but it's not Mary as a whole.
Russ. I have currency in Zim. I became crippled 2 years ago. Will I be able to get in the med bed so I can do a humanitarian project? Yes.
Yes. Once you redeem, you automatically, you have a humanitarian project. And then you'll be able to choose 6 people. That's the update that I have. So you might want to think about who you want. It could be, a spouse, a child. It could be your neighbor. But remember, med beds will only fix if you believe.
So my 6 personalities won't count as.
Well, I got 149. I have to choose.
Your personalities may believe, but you won't.
It really is the quantum med bed. Is really a spiritual experience. You really need to believe that you're going to manifest and change. It will do a lot of the physical stuff, but the spiritual and the third eye opening and all of these things, you have to, if you go in there with doubt, you'll be limited of what it'll do. It really is a consciousness. But yes, you will be able to get in a med bed. And if you have a project, as far as I understand right now, you'll be able to choose 6 people that you're going to be working with. Like, there's no point in me going and say, well, I choose Nadia and Lee because they're already going to be doing theirs. 6, choose some people that you want to work with that have no idea what's going on.
Including a fur baby, or is that separate?
The pets are separate.
Okay.
Chanel, any messages for me from spirits?
I like that picture.
Yes. Moving on.
Patience. If you got patience. Messages.
Slow down.
Wow.
And Chanel, I also got your other question in there. Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
You came in after the pause. That's fine.
Wow, you were a busy bee. You do need to slow down.
Yep.
You've got a whole lot. Are you trying to revive your entire family or community? Like you've really been putting the work in the past, but you've got your foot's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You need to take care of you. Remember that. I know, especially this time of year, you want to help everybody. You do have the tools to do it, but the magician can be a little tricky. You need to slow down because this is what can happen in the future. You can get stuck. Okay. Or you may be tempted to help people that really don't deserve it. You need to learn to set boundaries and be strategic with your thoughts and ideas. So if you're trying to help everyone, be a little more picky. We can't save the world all in one day. Slow down. They will slow you down.
Yep,
Hey.
here it is. Welcome to our amazing world of empath. When we first begin, we want to help everybody.
Yeah.
But as you grow and you get burned a couple times, or you burn yourself,
Then
you
they
will.
give you a message.
What?
Then they give you a message such as saving the world is not your burden to carry.
That's right. That's
Yep.
right.
Okay, I got a coffee from someone. In the 80s, my father was found in a restaurant parking lot with a gunshot in his head, or to his head.
Oh.
Did he take his own life?
And this is no name?
This is someone.
Oh, so, okay. This person's father take away his own life. Well, I'm getting
I'm getting yes.
He took his own life, right?
Yep, strong.
Yeah.
Strong yes. Unfortunately. Drowning in debt is what I'm getting.
Well, a lot of
I
times
get that he didn't. Here's what I'm picking up on, though. It was his idea to leave this world, but he had someone do it for him. So he can say that I didn't take my own life. Does that make sense?
That's such a hard thing on the person who took his own.
He couldn't. It's like he didn't have the guts to pull the trigger himself. So he said, "Would you do it for me?" And they were like,
"Oh, okay, yeah." I had to rephrase that question then.
Okay, but I mean that still meant yes. Was that be considered still a suicide if he agreed?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you do it for yourself or you hire somebody to do it for you.
I ain't Jesus, so I don't judge. I don't know.
I'm not judging, but I'm just saying that because of reincarnating and all that stuff, that sometimes what a soul chooses is so overwhelming. But it's not against them, but they do have to redo it. They still have to relearn. So it's not like he's in sin or going to hell. That's what I wanted to say. It's not.
I think it's just if you take that route, whether you do it yourself or have someone else do it, I think that that's a lesson you're going to have to come back and figure out. You know what? You don't get to quit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to say. It's not. You're not condemned for it. You just have to relearn the lessons.
Yeah,
I'm in agreement with what you had got.
Yeah, I knew it was a suicide, but it wasn't clear that he did it himself. It's like he convinced someone to do it for him, But he was well aware. It wasn't a shock murder thing.
It was
Yeah,
suicide. Depending
Yeah,
on whether
assisted.
You do it yourself
Yeah.
or have somebody do it for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Sue. Does my mama have anything to tell me? Yes. Clean your room.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That was a specific message, Sue. Well, she is smiling over you.
I get the feeling of more cheerleaders.
They're saying, don't worry. You have so much worry that it's like upsetting your stomach. What is this one?
Got too much stress.
Yeah.
You need to set boundaries so you can heal.
Yeah.
It's a male figure, by the way.
You're stronger than what you give yourself credit, but you're under this illusion that you're not.
Yep.
You've already convinced yourself that healing's not going to work before you even really get started. So Mama just wants you to know that you've got this. You can do it. So, set some boundaries of don't be so hard on yourself. Sounds like something a mama would say.
Uh-huh. Other than clean your room.
Other than clean your room.
Not my mom.
Chanel. How many spirits does she have around her?
Shan L?
I'm thinking Chanel.
Shan L. How many spirits do they have around them? Wow. Do I have that many fingers to count?
This is going to be a current situation because we're all very fluid with how many spirits are around us at one time. You always have a guarantee of one, and that's your guardian. That's just a spirit version of you, who's made for you. But spirit is always changing. So I'll pick up on the energy as of right now.
You got a whole party going on.
You have 6.
6?
6.
I'm not getting 6.
I had 7, but
I'm not even getting 7.
what you got? That's Chanel.
32.
How much?
32.
What are you getting into trouble, Chanel?
But you can break it up on
Levels.
we different levels, but we each ask spirit differently. Because if you just do guardian angels, it could be loved ones, it could be your higher self versions of you.
Mhm.
It's just in general. So if King's including all of the above,
Well, if she says spirits and not specific which spirits, that's
and are they good or bad?
Yeah.
Then are they living in your home without you knowing?
And
Because
they're all
I only ask how many divine spirits are around her currently. Yep.
Yeah, and they're all good. Is what I got. The baby. What is wrong medically with my mom? She's not doing well. They don't know what's wrong with her.
I get she's depressed. She's very depressed. So I don't know. That's what I got when it first came in.
Feels alone. Too alone.
Pendulum is spelling out the word lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could say that it's more mind and emotional over physical, but that manifests itself into the physical.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, we're sending out prayers to her anyway as a baby, so.
Oh, and that's one of his jokes. Never mind.
Skipper was full of jokes today.
Yes, he was today. That's good. Angela, does the universe have a message for me? No. Moving on.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're done. Well,
Yes.
I just want to say thanks to Skipper. Thanks for bringing the vibes up. This is something that we need to do in our community and continue to do once we're off there.
Okay, questions are open temporarily. We went through quite a few. I've only
You
got
have,
like 2 left.
you have 2 so far that I can see. Craig.
Yeah,
Can you see
this
them?
one and another one, and then I'm checking.
Okay.
Superior Health, welcome, welcome.
I would love to see Jen pull out a no messages. You're good.
Um, are you dealing with a thief? This is a child. Now, when I say child, I'm not talking about a 2-year-old putting their hand in your purse.
Or cookies.
Yeah, I'm talking about someone. This is a younger generation. Could be a teenager. Could be in their 20s. It's still younger. This is a thief, and they're getting away with it. Have you noticed anything missing?
Like watch.
In the future, you may have to lock some things up and guard them a little bit better. So be aware. You may not even have paid attention. It could be so small or something you don't use very often that you haven't caught yet. It's like there's someone stealing from you. If you don't have anyone in your home, it could be at work. But there's a thief here. So just be aware.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't you? Okay.
Oh, I am opposite. It was him.
Oh, there we go. Chanel. Are there any messages from my relatives that passed?
Probably be patient.
Slow
And
down. And
slow
Merry
down.
Christmas.
Stop worrying, and we're your biggest cheerleader. That's what they
Until
all say.
and tell the other 31 to move away.
You're old enough now. You're an adult. Get out of the house and build your life.
You have a strong male energy here that's hanging around you a lot.
I'm getting grandfather.
Oh, we've got a female energy too.
Grandmother.
So they want you to travel the world. Travel the world. This is in the future. So like for humanitarian, they don't want you to just stay in a single place. You could start out where you're at, but eventually they want you to get out and travel. If you ever thought about it, you might want to, this is a new way of life. This is going to bring you emotional fulfillment. They want you to, you're too sheltered.
Yeah. You're not having enough fun.
You're going to have a lot to say. So you're humanitarian. It could be a teaching, but teaching others how to do things, educating people, a speaking position, but a lot of doors are going to open up for you. So consider traveling for your humanitarian and how you could spread the word of what you want to do, but they want you to go around the world.
Superior health.
Nice.
I have something moving in my eyes in the insights. So far, the doc thinks it may be parasitic, bacterial, or fungus. Trying to get to a specialist. Thanks.
This is her gift. I think it's your gift. This is her gifts. More to it. More to it. The trauma that she saw in her past life. Could it be a trauma that you saw in your life that you wish you didn't see? Sometimes it tends to block or be in the eyes.
Pendulum spelled out fungus.
Fungus?
Yeah,
It
I
is.
was getting something not spiritual.
It has taken growth.
I'm getting trauma too.
We're not doctors.
No.
Or financial advisors or matchmakers.
Exactly. So they may. They're showing me drops that are antifungal that you can use.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, fungus is what I get.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte, is the macabre the symbol for my humanitarian project logo?
Nice. It's the Merkaba. Symbol for Charlotte's humanitarian.
I get yes.
It's not a strong yes, though.
No, it's not, but it is a yes. Okay, hold all questions. Stop all questions. I think we've got enough.
Okay, you can combine that with something else. So the Three of Cups is about make it like the main symbol, but have a couple of other things with it. You have an ace, definitely use it, but add to it. Okay.
Okay, check your copy.
Move forward. King of Wands is be determined. Keep going with your ideas. Keep searching for new ideas. And the Ten of Pentacles, it will come to you. Find something that's in the family with that and see if you can put them together.
Okay. Jules. Does Kara's knee surgery on the 27th look successful?
Looks successful.
I get yes.
You gotta postpone. Postpone it.
Okay. Yes, it will be. There's your victory, but she's going to lose some mobility for a while. It's temporary. Remember, fives in tarot are temporary. Eventually, she'll get up and overcome that with rehab, and she'll come out of it okay. But she's not going to like the idea of being sedentary or not being as mobile as she's used to being.
She's going to need to slow down and be patient.
Yeah, well, the base card is temperance. She's going to have to be patient. So, yep.
And Angie, are there any messages for her? Yes, there are. Moving on.
Well, you are like 100 for 100 on those.
Yes, don't mess with me. I'm having fun.
I wonder if your family's keeping you distracted right now. This is generational distraction.
Okay.
Beautiful history. This is in the past. It's a sun card. There's great happiness here. But currently, the death card is there major changes going on in your family, and it seems to be a distraction to you. It's going to get better. The future says moving out of troubled waters. And I'm curious to know who the love is.
Yeah, I'm getting focus on you more than on others.
Yeah, there's some internal conflict going on. It's almost like you're juggling too much and you're fighting like I've got so much to do and it involves your family.
Did I change my name to Angie?
Oh no. Yeah. Are you gonna get the message too? You need to observe more, you don't have to be as active as you are with your family. You can just sit back and go, okay, okay, happy for you. That's about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mary Jean. Elon said the Diddy files and Epstein files will be released on January 20th. True?
The Black Book.
At this moment, at this time, possibly, but you never know.
Cash Patel said that's one of the first things he's going to do.
I thought he was going to release the JFK files first. No?
He's doing them both.
Okay.
Not sure about the date.
Yeah, I'm not even.
Not that date.
I'm getting earlier. But I'm not getting a date.
They have to tread lightly. Apparently, King of Cups is in the list. So,
are you going to be in a file or what?
Right now, they're going to do it, but they're juggling the time. Okay,
When am I not in the list?
Yeah, which list are you talking about?
He's on my hit list.
The Diddy or the Epstein or the?
They're juggling what date because of the loss and upset that it's going to cause. So I'm not getting that it's going to be inauguration day. The base card is another 5. It's going to be too many people out too fast. So give it a little while.
They may drip it out.
Yeah, they may only do like portions of the list.
Time, yeah.
Yeah.
One page at a time, one book at a time, yes.
Yeah. I'd like to be a Pippi for when we're done.
Well, we'd like you to be a Pippi too, but it doesn't always work that way.
Oh, you're on the Santa's coal list.
Go for it.
The naughty list of Santa.
Yeah. You are on the naughty list, but go ahead anyway.
All right. Well, since I think I heard somebody that mentioned that they're going to cut the internet, which is the 3 days or 10 days, whichever one you want to choose of silence. Yeah, we negotiated 3, so we're good. But
I'm negotiating 2. But okay,
supposedly, some of us know that internet is basically under the Atlantic Ocean wires, and they want to cut those wires. So is that going to be the darkness, and then the Starlink system is what we're going to hear as an EBS? I mean, the news will be coming out through the Starlink or system.
Well, that's the storyline that they're going to try to use, but they can't stick with that story. The presidential EAS is what it's actually called. It's presidential. That will go out. They cannot just now. They do want to transfer. That's a moment that they'll be transferring everything over to Starlink.
Okay,
but they're not cutting cables. That might be a rumor that goes around, but they're not going to cut cables. They're going to use the existing system.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, but the bad guys just don't have control over it until they can eventually go all atmospheric. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I thought that those Starlink things that were going up, like the satellites, were going to be actual, connections to the TV. You know how Trump, on his first election or before the election, said that I want to connect to everything, even if it's on or off?
Yeah.
So that's why I thought maybe the Starlink is going to show the tribunals or show what's going on, and you can't change it. You can't,
Well, they're going to have full control over everything. Everything will be switched over to Starlink, and it's just one channel. And
Mhm.
that's what, so it doesn't matter if you, unless you just don't have anything on and you choose to throw an old DVD in or something, you don't have to listen to it.
Yeah.
But I'd advise everybody listen to the first round.
Yeah.
Listen to the first 8 hours at least.
Well, think about it. You don't have to pay for more TV bills. It's only one TV channel.
What
Yeah.
was Under the Moon that you saw last night?
Under the moon.
What was Under the Moon that she saw?
Under the Moon. Atlas. Atlas is holding the moon up this time.
Uh-oh. They switched, or is he juggling? What was Under the Moon? What was-
Mothership is what I'm getting.
Battle.
Yeah.
Battle. It looks like they were the good guys are holding the position. It was they were trying to be invaded. But they got victory. The good guys have it.
So it was galactic.
It's galactic, and they were whoever was trying to come in is trying to set up. They wanted it for themselves. It did not work.
I see a lot of times when there's the battle, you'll see the clouds come in really quick. So
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
fortunate.
So the bad guys were eliminated, kicked out. But it appears now. Here's your optical illusion. So as like you said, clouds are a form of it. It almost, or they'll use light. They'll use our own atmosphere to try to mask what it is.
Mhm.
They do it with the sun as well because they're always doing stuff with the sun.
Victorious. I was told Haley is depressed a lot. Can Spirit tell me what issues and how I can help?
Is Haley, first time I see, is Haley depressed? Is she depressed? I think that's her daughter, not her granddaughter, an older person. Is she depressed? Dennis, are you getting she is depressed?
Yes.
I don't see much of it. Is Haley depressed?
I'm not exactly sure who Haley is. Is it her daughter or granddaughter?
I'm thinking it's daughter. I feel it is, but worried more. I get worried more. I don't know about depressed.
Something about finances.
Yeah.
Well, as far as what you can do, it just spells out the word love.
Yeah. Love and support.
Oh, she is older. Okay, that's what I got that about that age. Yes. Granddaughter. Okay.
Well, see, it first spelled out love, and I'm like, wait, is that what she's sad over, or is that how you help? And they said, well, you always help with love. But I want to know if that's what's causing it, too. If there's a romantic problem here. Yeah, it spelled out love.
Yeah.
It spelled out love again. So she's heartbroken. So yeah, I don't know if she's with someone, has been broken up, or she wants to be with someone and she can't have them. But it is just, she's not getting what she wants. I don't mean that nasty and ugly. I just mean that she's not in a good place.
Love and support. Be patient and slow down. Last but not least, unless I have a coffee, I don't know. What's going on at the Vatican Christmas Eve? Is it a look here, not there event?
Like smokescreen.
Yep, like the magician. Focus on the right hand and don't pay attention to what the left hand is doing.
Doesn't the Pope come out on Christmas Eve? Is there going to
He
be?
is supposed to be opening up a portal to bring in Satan.
Well, first of all, Pendulum spelled out the word trick.
Yeah.
So,
Is it a CGI Pope? Again, like they did
well,
one.
yeah, because
Project Bluebeam is what I'm getting.
well, they destroyed that technology, so good luck.
That was the original intent anyway. So
Yeah, Francis has been dead for a while, so
Mhm.
yeah,
Both of them, or just one?
both
Francis,
both of them.
both of them.
Both of these.
Project Bluebeam. Look up here.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. They're wanting to do this in the future. Use your discernment. This is trickery. There's secrets behind this. They've been planning this for a while. I'm not getting that it's going to be successful. This is a lie.
I'm getting. Is it to show that there was trickery? Is it to show that, like, say for example, he's a CGI, but then it disappears in front of everybody? It looks like
Look at the card of the chariot in this deck. That see their little blue beam thing.
yeah.
The actual device, even though it's not going to work, is actually going to be seen.
That's
It's
what I'm
like
thinking.
it'll glitch.
And people will see it. I mean, that's
And they're like, "Yeah, nice try, buddy." Yeah, it's just be patient. This is going to reveal kind of their deceit. They'll be able to see how they've been trying to trick you. That he's not working miracles. He's not calling in aliens, and he's not summoning Jesus or Satan. He's just it's all trickery. It's just a wake up call.
yeah. I think they're showing the people that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, that's it for the starred questions.
All right, one more, just for fun, because I'm enjoying.
No
I'm
fun.
enjoying our time here.
It's past time. No more fun.
All right.
More fun.
Sorry, John. I know
yeah.
you're tired and you want to go back to bed, but I heard somewhere that Russia is trying to create a new CERN. So can we check if that is true?
No, misleading. I'm not getting.
I didn't get it either. When I heard that, it was like bull, but I
Let's
just,
confirm.
inquiring minds gonna know.
No.
No.
No. Nope. You're being fooled. Here's your CERN for the globe. It affects the electromagnetic field. They know not to do this. This is a strategic move by the media to get people stirred up.
So on that note, guys, I really want you to make sure you use your discernment.
Yeah.
I'm the only one laughing in my head. So no, really use your discernment, guys. There's a lot to distract and know what your gut feels with it.
A lot of distractions and red flappy things going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's all I got. You have any coffees?
Joining us, Jen. We were kind of getting.
I do not. My daughter texted me while I was on. But it's not a question for the show. She says, "Could you freeze buttermilk?" Yes. Yes.
Okay. No.
Here, can you give this to her?
Yeah, to tell her she's gonna have a baby. The babies will be here next week. She asked if they could come and spend the night and be here when they wake up Christmas morning because she doesn't have Christmas for them.
Oh, so they fall asleep at their house and then they get picked up and brought to your house and they wake up in your house.
They're going to be with me next week.
How confusing.
No, I think it'd be cool to get them sleeping in your house, put a bunch of cookie crumbs on them, like Santa brought them, put an elf on the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah, next week's going to be littles. They're off. They're on winter break. Lee's on winter break. So I will be entertaining next week.
Cool. Nice. Zia's coming up here, so that's kind of exciting.
Nice.
Really
little man's this is the reason I've been so sick, is that I had to rest up for what's to come. Not only do I have Christmas, I have 2 birthdays within there's 2 birthdays within the week after Christmas.
Oh my, yeah, we have one. We have one before and after. So
yeah, little man, he's got his birthday party 4 days after Christmas.
Oh, when's his birthday?
The 29th.
Oh, okay, because Ryan's is the 31st. So 29th. It came by so fast.
I know, and Gabby's is the 2nd of January.
Yeah. So. Yay. No, but I feel like I just gave little man his gift. I'm like, is it that time of year again?
Yeah, I know. Well, he keeps telling me when Harley had her birthday, because she's born a couple of days before Halloween. So there's always a holiday and a birthday all at the same time. Now, Israel's is always about back to school, because she has her birthday in August, right when they're going back to school. So there's these big events around their birthdays. So they think that they were born at special times, so we could just party for a whole week straight.
Oh, wow. Doing the Oprah thing.
But yeah, I'm going to pick back up on personal readings tomorrow. The Christmas sale is still going on. I just haven't been able to do. You have to have some kind of thought process in order to read.
I see all your angels behind you done like this. Really?
That's about right. When it's just like, you'll do what we allow you to do.
Well, get some rest. I'll have a show tomorrow, and then Roundtable on Friday.
Okay.
And then I'll probably do. I don't know if you want to do. Probably not, but your Monday Roundtable.
I'm not working next week because everybody's home. I won't have any peace to work. So
cool. Okay, we'll take that off, but I will do a Christmas Eve, and then I will take the rest of the week off.
Okay.
Can you read the Before Christmas? What is that one book? Not Even a Mouse. There was a day before Christmas. Nobody was stirring, not even a mouse. Can you read us a story, King, on your Christmas Eve?
Was the night before Christmas?
Was the night before Christmas? Yeah.
I want to hear it to see if the Mandela effects are in it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. Yay! I got my hot chocolate.
I might have to write that down, or I'll forget.
I don't have the littles anymore. We can't do story time, so you're going to have to pick back up. We'll sit and listen.
I want to hear.
Do I have to go out and buy a book now?
I'll send you the video link to it.
Yeah, send me the video, or send me the written form. I don't care.
I'm going to be in my PJs and hot chocolate and hear this. I won't drive. I'll try not to drive on that time. So what are we doing this Friday? Are we just taking off, or we're going to?
We are doing the
Roundtable.
Whatever.
We're not going to study anything this week because not everybody's feeling up to par.
We're not studying until next year.
Yep.
Ooh.
So more question time.
Yay! And we finished our finals last week.
Yeah, some of you have got detention also. So.
Wow.
Yeah, just work on your projects, but guys, don't be disappointed. You're just being prepared, and keep the vibes up.
Do your homework.
We are still light workers for all of us to shine the light around the earth, so we don't change timelines again.
Well, we're holding steady. The frequency is really good right now.
Yeah.
And this time of year helps. I know you could think of it as a negative because people are hurting financially or whatever the situation is. But the magical of this time, the magical feel of this time of year is also very, very precious. So it equals itself out.
Yeah.
And we're holding our own.
All righty. Well, I'll be the last one to pop out this time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, ready, John?
So love and light to you all
Two.
before they pop out.
He's froze.
Did he freeze? Oh, cheater! Love and light, guys.
All right. Love and light. I enjoyed today. I will see you tomorrow.